And good evening, everyone. I'm Calvin Hughes, and here's a look at the stories making news on this Monday night. A decorated South Florida teacher is under arrest, accused of sexually assaulting a 16-year-old boy who he met online. Detectives say 46-year-old Carlos Montero first contacted the victim on Tinder, and soon they were exchanging graphic messages on Snapchat. Police say Montero picked him up one night and drove them to his home in Fort Lauderdale, where they engaged in sex acts. This happened in April of last year while the teenager was visiting from Connecticut. That encounter came to light now after the victim wrote about it in a college essay, and the school counselor reported it to authorities. Montero was recognized in 2015 by then President Obama for excellence in mathematics and science teaching. He's being held without bond. Two teenagers accused in a deadly crime spree back in August appeared before a judge today. The older of the two, Jacoby Basent, was removed from the courtroom for laughing today during the proceedings. He and Ja'Cory Flournoy allegedly broke into a Fort Lauderdale home and stole a Mercedes before they took police on a chase, which ended in a crash that killed a single mother of three. It is unlikely that Flournoy, who was 13 at the time of the crime, will be tried as an adult. Meanwhile, it is very possible for 15-year-old Basent and that he could face significant prison time. A shooting investigation is underway in northwest Miami-Dade after 4 people were shot outside of a home, one of them later dying. Police say the drive-by shooting took place along Northeast 150th Street near 5th Court on Sunday night. Neighbors say they heard the gunfire, leaving cars riddled with bullet holes, sending 2 men to Aventura Hospital and one to Jackson's Ryder Trauma Center, where he died from his injuries. Police are now searching for that victim's killer. And the fate of the Parkland school shooter will soon be in the hands of a jury. Closing arguments are set to begin tomorrow. And the penalty phase of Nikolas Cruz's trial. Today, attorneys on both sides went over each other's charges with the judge. And tomorrow morning, the 12-panel jury will begin hearing from the state and then the defense before they head into deliberations on Wednesday to decide whether Cruz will spend life in prison or get the death penalty for the Stoneman Douglas massacre. And as breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online. You can always go to our website for more information, local10.com. Be safe out there. See you back tomorrow.